Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on a second. Dude, I'm cracking up. What I just picked up was I woke up with this, and it was the scene in the Cat Williams stand up. Yeah, I like to cover my teeth, y'all. I don't want nobody to see them till I get them all done. I'm working on it. A couple more months. I don't know if anybody else lives in rural middle America, but it is not easy to get into the dentist, and it takes several appointments, and you can only make them like a month apart. So it takes a little while to get it done. Anyway, beyond the point. Uh, it was Cat Williams, and it was the scene where he's like looking at the. And you know we can see you, right? We can see you. You know, type of energy, and I'm picking up. All right, I was just picking up like someone new in town, or someone new to an office space, or someone new to a workforce, or someone new to whatever, new friend group, whatever it is. Someone who was already an established member of whatever this group is, or whatever this unit, this social circle is, thought they were going to be able to play you. They thought they were going to be able to do whatever they want, make up whatever narrative they want. They thought they could like get away from their like past indiscretions because you didn't know their past. They were going to be able to get away with some sort of game or something they play and paint a narrative about you. Right? And and it's getting to the point now where people are like, you've been around a little bit long enough that people are looking at you, and then they're looking at this person, and then they're looking at you, and then they're looking at this person, and then they're looking at you, and then they're looking at this person. And finally they looked at this person and they're just like, you know we know you, right? Like, we already know what you've done in the past to other people. We know your past history relationships. We know, like, the games you play. Like, there's too many witnesses to the shit you have done over the years. Dude, we see you. God, it's earth, air, fire, water, spirit, blessed be my family, my home, collective, and me. And I get the energy of, it's like, you messed that up? You messed that, she's crazy. And it's like, well, what did you do? Well, what did you do? They're like, because we've been watching her, and like, yeah, females can be crazy, but we're not seeing any crazy. But then we see you running around with these crackheads that are like getting arrested, and they're strung out, and it's like they all know that like this person's like this player that like is usually messing around with these toxic ass energies, and they're all looking at him like, wait a minute. And they might have tried to hide it for a while. They might have been hiding the fact that they even spoke to you. I don't think they wanted anybody to know. I don't think they wanted anybody to know because they didn't want anybody coming to you and telling you about their past. And now I don't think anybody's even really had to tell you too much about their past. I think you figured it out and you probably walked away. And they were like real quick because they had the ins, and they could smear campaign. They could get in on the conversation first. They're like, oh my God, I better make sure that everybody knows how crazy this bitch is, right? I gotta tell them how crazy she is. Meanwhile, they were doing all that weird crazy making behavior. I've been picking up on that for a while. That weird, oh, don't call them right away. Wait 4 days. Never text them first. Always make them come to you. You know, I pick up weird shit like learn their work schedule and then only ask them out when you know they can't come out, And then when you know they're free, be unavailable. So that way, when you do want to actually take them out, they'll jump at the bit to go out with you type of energy. And it's like this, these people are looking at them like, yeah, we already know because you've done this to other people. So you're sitting here saying she's crazy. We kind of been watching her because she's new to town, or she's new to the area, or she's new to the group. And she seems relatively on the normal side of crazy as far as crazy goes for females, right? I'm not gonna say anybody's sane. We all crazy, baby. I mean, look at you in here watching YouTube tarot reading videos. We all crazy. It's okay. It's part of the human condition. You literally have two halves of your brain that operate independently on their own that argue with each other. I mean, like, the human mind is a fascinating place to be. A whole conversation about that last night. It was based on I saw a thing that said, you know, back in the day I saw a documentary that was talking about toddlers with epilepsy, and if they can catch, like, ones that have, like, grand mal seizures, they would actually remove the left half of their brain, because it's generally like the right side of their brain will electrocute the left half of their brain. But if they remove half of the brain, then the thunderstorms in your brain won't exist anymore. Now they just kind of sever the wires in between the brain, and then, but they found in the people that they do that with, that sometimes your left hand will knock shit out of your right hand. Right? They, like, the hands will argue because, like, your left brain won't agree with what the right brain's trying to do, and it's a whole thing. Funny, right? I don't know. That was weird. That was random. That was a bit off topic. That's one of my random factoids. We got lies coming out into the open here. We got a Leo and we got Mars. Yeah, this is a whole damn thing going on here. I get, like, somebody more of an authoritative figure, an older figure, a more, a matriarch type figure, and I'll get he's the one that's going, we can see you, we know who you are, we've seen the things you've done, we know the things you've done, we know your history. And it's like, you're sitting here saying this poor woman is crazy. She, you know what I'm saying, I get the energy of, like, this person's new to the area and their first person they met was you. I feel bad for this person. I got taken flight, harvest, intuition, rings of communication about a female. Rumors or a story is taking flight, reaping harvest. I feel like the truth and the lies have been exposed. I feel like the lies have bloomed up so bright that, like, they're so standing out. They're like a dandelion weed in the middle of a, like, perfectly manicured lawn. You know, I get piss spots in somebody's, like, yellow spots. Somebody professing that their yard is the best yard in the neighborhood, but all the neighbors know that they spray paint their grass. Does that make sense to anybody? Anyway, there's a harvest, there's an intuition, rings of communication, and I get, like, it's a whole group, it's a whole community, it's a whole. And I've been getting this reading of, like, people debating things for a while, people coming together and, like, having debates about things. And I get, like, it's getting to the point now where everybody's like, wait a minute though. We all know this person. This person's been around since they were a kid. This person's new. You know, we already know this person's history. Oh, God. Hold on, I gotta go let the dog in because now the cat's crying for her. This is ridiculous. You hear them drinking? Everybody's in the house. Everybody's got water. Everybody's been fed. What do you got on your face? Excuse you, Missy. Chunky monk. Mwah. Go do something with yourself. Alright, 7 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Yeah, conflict and the truth. Why do I get Jim Carrey? Repent, and thou shalt be saved. Right? I get the whole, like, I guess somebody goofy might have been defending you, and it was just like, the whole, like, bat guano scene. This is Ace Ventura 2, isn't it? The whole bat guano scene where he's just like, that's why you did this, and then that's what you did here, and then that's what you did here, and, like, repent, and thou shalt be saved. Someone's getting it this weekend, right? If this hasn't happened yet, it's about to go down this weekend. Like somebody's about to get it this weekend. Maybe the feminine here removed themselves from a situation. Oh yeah. The feminine removed themselves from a situation. You could be like me. What? I don't defend myself against shit. I'm not going to resolve a single fucking rumor about me. That's just how I roll, y'all. If anything, I'm a bit of a butthead because, like, I get mad that people think all this shit about me, but at the same time, if someone wants to lean in enough to a rumor, I kind of lean in a little bit because I just kind of want to see how far they're going to take it. It's like if someone comes up with some stuff about me, I might lean in a little bit, like, you know. That's another comedian talking about the pathological liars. It's just like, just lie along with them. Just go along with their lies just to see how long they're going to go with it. You might have done this with this person too. You might have let them play games, Six of Swords, for a while. Like you might have recognized the games right away. But you might have just been giving this person a chance, probably out of sheer boredom here. Seven of Pentacles. Someone's reaping what they've sown. They are reaping what they have sown. Because that's what it comes down to. What? That you can't keep up the narrative. Nope. Now they're out in the cold in some situations. I get now they look even embarrassing to like they could have had like exes that were like still kind of into them. They're not anymore. I get they went from seeing this person as like someone who was well respected to, because I got the reverse King of Pentacles here, and in this deck it shows like at the top it's like this wealthy merchant, right? But reversed it's the opium den head, right? An opium addict. This person could have drug problems, or they could have had them in the past. They could be looking at this person like, how dare you judge this other person? How dare you spread these rumors about these other person when we know all this toxic shit about you? We know your toxic behaviors. We know your addictions. We know what you've done in the past. We know what you've been through in the past. And you had the audacity of this person who didn't know anybody to take advantage of them and then spin a narrative of them and then create this whole false thing about them before they could get to know anybody else. But now it's been long enough. It's like I said, they're looking at you and they're looking at this person like, dude, you know we can see you, right? You got reverse King of Hearts here too, right? It's like, yeah, this person tried to act like they acted like they had everything even though they had nothing. And now they're kind of imprisoned by whatever they did. They might have pushed beyond their own means to impress somebody, and now they're like, I get imprisoned in their own debt. This person, yeah, I get overindulged. Overindulged to play their persona up. I get like, instead of air mattress, Ashley, what am I getting? I'm getting like this image. It's of a dude and he's like passed out on a half deflated air mattress. And it's like this whole thing about how, you know, he's sleeping in while she's at work and she brought him Wendy's or whatever. And he's just saying, you know, go ahead, King, you can do it again tomorrow. And it's really just this person, like, they have all the nice swag, they have the nice clothes, they have the nice shoes, they might even have a nice car, but they've got no place to live. I got Cat Williams again. I'm picking him up strong. I love Cat Williams. I think he's hysterical. I love how he's a bit of a whistleblower too. But I get the energy of like, if you're rolling up in like an expensive ass car on expensive ass rims with an expensive ass sound system, and everything in your car adds up to like $80,000 to $100,000, and you're rolling into your apartment, Section 8 apartment complex, bitch, you got your priorities wrong. You could have bought a house and land and a decent vehicle for as much as you spent on that car and that outfit you riding around in just to get a one night stand here and there. This person don't want nobody to know that's what they like. They don't want nobody to know that's what they like. I get that, like, you a F-boy, you don't even have a bed. You a F-boy with a nice car, you don't even have a bed. Who is this? Who is this? And they tried to sneak a feminine? What? She saw right through that shit. She saw right through what? We've been out a bunch of times. What? Why you keep taking me to these random, like, outside places? Like, I get the energy, like, going out on a date, and instead of taking you home, they take you to some random outside place. They always got some excuse why you can't go back to their place. They don't got a place. This is a hobosexual. They want to go to your place. I don't think you were going to let them in your place. You might be like, you know, a mom or something like that, or whatever it is. You're like, no, 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 no. Like, I don't know. Years ago when I did the whole online dating thing before I had kids and all that, like, I never let anybody pick me up from my house. I always, like, walked to someplace. But I'd go over to, I met the Marine at the, off of hotornot.com. We met at the Waffle House. I don't know if you guys know about the military Waffle Houses. They love that shit. But yeah, you usually find like a public place to meet or whatever, and it's like, even if like you ended up in their car, they wouldn't take you back someplace normal to like try to make a move. They were either always trying to make a move in the car, or they were like trying to take you parking, necking like teenagers, and all you could think in your head was just like, what? I am a grown-up. Grown-ups do not have car schmecks. We don't. What? No, we're old. We got bad knees and busted backs and, you know, shoulder cuff problems and stuff like that. But no, 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 no. It's all fun and games till someone blows a hip out. Like, come on now. Like, it's like, we are grown-ups. We are not teenagers. Maybe this person thought like that too. Maybe they weren't used to being single again either, and like they suddenly were, and like they didn't know what to do, so like they really just retreated into like how they acted when they were young, and it's like their whole family's looking at them now like, dude, really? Really, we so thought we were all done with this. We thought you were over this kind of nonsense. Like, you seemed like you were doing good there for a while. We knew you were talking to somebody, but what did you do? They tried to play it. They tried to play like they weren't authentic. They weren't authentic, and everybody knows it now. And they're sad. Prince of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the lovers. They want to know how they can restart this. They're realizing they messed up. The whole town realizes they messed up, or the whole whatever. Like I said, I'm picking up like either like an office space or like a cubicle area, wherever like that group is in a break room. They all know each other. They all hang out after work. It's a social group. A social group or a large family unit here that it's just like, you messed up, dude. And it's like, well, how do I fix it? How do I fix it? I want to make a move. They're scared to. They want to plant the seed to restart this connection. They want to make sure they're going to have success in it. They want to have a truce in it. This is what's on their mind. This is just what's weighing on their mind. I am hot. They could get hot when they see you. Like, this could be the kind of person, they're nervous to come around you because, like, maybe they're pale and their ears turn bright red. You guys ever had that happen to you? I'm Scottish. It happens to me, right? They could, like, I get, like, they can't hide when they're embarrassed, or they can't hide when they're shy. They might have been really quiet, and, like, they might have been trying to come off as stoic, but really they were trying not to stutter a lot. They were trying to be cool. They're trying to be cool, man. The Chariot coming in, they want the Ten of Cups, they want the King of Pentacles, they want the Ace of Cups, Prince of Cups, whoo, Prince of Cups, Prince of Pentacles, the Chariot, King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. This person is having a heart center opening. Oh, Yui Lamb. Oh my God, Yui Lamb. I got the Queen of Pentacles looking at this goat. Right? She's looking at a goat, and it's just like, what? Yeah, oh, you thought you were cool. And I get the energy of like, oh, who was that comedian that was real popular for a while? But he always showed the videos of the goats cramming each other. They would get cram, cram. And it had the one where it was like they were talking shit, and the one goat hit the other one, and then the other one just like stumbled back, and the other one's like, yeah. What did you think was going to happen? You ain't got much to say now, do you, Charlie? Right? And it's just this energy of like, I get like stared down. This person came in all big and bad, and she just kind of like sat there and just stared him down. He's like, come on over here to my oasis. And it's like, no, I get the call. Trust in me. No, 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 no. I don't have time for that nonsense. You know that scene in Jungle Book where the snake comes up to the Shere Khan? Like, first he might have got you, like, and you were like Mowgli, and you kind of fell into it, and maybe you got quick saved real quick at the last second by somebody who knew this, the ka, and knocked you out of, you know what I'm saying? Right, and you didn't even know, like, the head was up here, and like you're all wrapped up down here, and then they're just like ka, pop, and let you go, you go stumbling out. Someone might have been digmatized. It happens, y'all. I mean, I've been celibate for almost 3 years now, but it happens. But I've made some dumb decisions. Some of you have seen them. Especially if you've been on my other channel and on this journey with me for the last 10 years. We got the Magician here. Someone's trying to remanifest the situation. Someone's having a heart center opening. Somebody's trying something new. They want to try something new. Let's get into what new are they going to try here. They have a very princely energy right now. I get that toxic Prince Charming too. I get a toxic Prince Charming and possibly like that toxic Cinderella. Right? They might have even had like, oh no. Alright, so this is for a specific few. The reason this person was able to be so cocky on whatever outings, excursion, dates that you guys had, and why they could come off like maybe like they didn't care so much about sex, which is like kind of the thing. Like they were like trying not to, like they were trying to look like cool, like if it happens, it happens. If it don't, I'm cool. But the reason they were cool is because they had like some really disgusting thing off the side that they would use as their scratching post. Like they would hang out with you, and then like after they like dropped you off at home and they were tipsy and they wanted to get off real quick, they'll go hit this person up. But they don't want nobody to know that they're messing with this person. But like the whole area is looking at them like, you know we can see you. What are you? We can see you. We can see you riding up to their house. We can see you picking them up. We can see you riding them through town. We saw you with her in the car when you stopped at the gas station. Like, we all know the spots you park at. I get some people are like, man, I haven't said anything, but I keep picking you and like your weird skeevy girlfriend up on my trail cams at my hunting spot. If you could stop, like it's a whole thing. It's like if you could just stop lying, man. That's what 5D is screaming. Just stop lying, dude. Just stop. There's a lot of messages getting through. There's a whole new damn era getting ready to start here. See, like I said, secrets are coming out. Like I said, I don't get like it's like fighting conflict. Like there's no physical confrontation or nothing. But it's just like this person's really having to come to terms with themselves. I got 1134 there. 143. Shout out to the 143. Love y'all. What's the 5D got to say about this whole situation? Hangman needs to make a move. I got 12 and 8 there again. 12 and 8 right there. And I really get with this. It's like it's a knowledge coming in. Someone's been given some knowledge at this point. Someone this person, I guess, respects or whatever, must have said something to them that's really got them going around. Like I said, who this person's like, you're telling me this, but I'm looking at you and I know you. You want to draw her back in. You want to bring her back because she looks like they're like, she's gone. I messed it up. She went off to chase her own things. I messed it up. It's too late. I've lost the 10 of cups. I could have had the 10 of cups. And they're just, this is 5D person is looking at them like, yeah, dude. Yeah, you could have. You did. You messed up big time. Like, we've seen you mess up before, but you really tried to play someone who was highly intuitive, highly intelligent. And they're like, and this bitch didn't lie about that. Like, she told you. And you're mad that she was able to read your pattern. She had pattern recognition, was able to read your pattern. I get, she broke him down. Like, I don't know what the last few messages you sent this man was or what you said to them, but whatever it was, I get the energy of you broke it down. You were like, dude, I get it. You've been on YouTube for the last few years watching pickup videos and player videos and how to be an avoidant to get females to chase you. I've been doing my research too on guys who watch YouTube videos on how to get women to chase them, also known as narcissists. I'm careful saying that word because I feel like it gets my videos tagged and they don't get as many views. If I say certain words, but narcs. It's like this person pigged your narky behavior right from the get-go. And it was either, you were like, the Divine Feminine was either educated from like doing her own research. She might be a tarot reader, things of that nature. She's highly intuitive, highly in tune to the 5D. Whatever it is, like maybe she's a social worker and she just sees this pattern with the people she helps all the time. Like, you know, whatever it is, she already had knowledge of the game this person tried to play. And whatever you said to them last before you moved on, like it weighs on them heavy. They're still watching. You can't help but draw attention. They feel like they're out on their own and you're on top of the world, following the stars. They're coming to chase. They want to chase. Someone's told them if you feel it, chase it. Where the hell does that come from? Like, they're like, there's something along the lines of you don't get many opportunities where you meet somebody genuine that didn't play games with you, that genuinely tried to show you true energy and you mess it up. They're like, but if you're still feeling this connected, if you can't let it go, there's a reason you can't let it go. And I almost get the energy of like, it's like the Divine Feminine's not looking for it. Like, they're connected up to the stars, but I'm getting this energy. Let's see if I can get it to line up. That's what I'm picking up right now. See that cord of energy? I'm getting a Kundalini almost awakening. This person's heart center opening could lead to a Kundalini awakening. They might not have any idea what's happening to them. We have to understand and give a little grace. And this is a 5D message for my 5D people out there, that you need to give a little grace to these people who are just waking up. Right? I get, forgive them, Lord, they know not what they do. Right? I'm not usually one to like to speak like that, but like this person could be a Christian. It might be an energy that they pick up on heavy. But I get the energy of forgive them, they know not what they do. I get this person wants to feel more like a white knight. I'm kind of covering up the dark horse there. Right? This person wants to come in and show you a different side of themselves. I get that they want to come in and genuinely show you the genuine side of themselves. Or at least that's what they're being guided to. They could still be fighting it at this moment. But yeah. That's the energy I got. It's just, I'm sorry, I just woke up with like these just older energy, and it's just like, who are you telling this story to, dude? Who are you telling this story to? Let's get earth magic and a dark mirror just to close this out. That was quick. Sleep perchance to dream. Someone's getting told what? They're like, you're just wasting too much time, man. You're just wasting too much time. That cave is sanctuary. Sometimes it's not good to stay in the sanctuary too long, because then you become too cut off, too used to it. I get that's the energy that this person's getting. It's like, okay, dude, we get it. Like, you needed to heal, you needed this, you needed that. But whatever you're doing right now, these illusion castings, these future castings, these trying to use people like this, they're like, you know, like you starting stuff but then running away before it becomes serious because you're like trying to protect your heart. They're like, at this point, I get that, like, whoever's around them is disappointed in them. They're like, at this point, what? Well, now you just hurt an earth angel. Now you just hurt a goddamn angel, man, and we liked her, and we would not have minded her being part of our social group, our social circle. It would have been nice, like, if someone else could have got to meet her first before you went and did this to her. Now she don't want to talk to any of us. You know, it's like, now I get the energy too of like even the feminine in this would be like, what? And it's like, oh my God, what? And I get the meme with like, I put myself out there and then I put myself back in. What the fuck was I thinking? You know, type of energy. It's like, what? I tried. What? Everybody's just like, you're being too picky. You're going to end up an old cat lady. And it's like, you put yourself out there, and it was just like, nope. Yeah. What? I'd rather be in the corner with a puppy and a goldfish and be happy, right? Let's do one more. I want one more. One just for the feminine. I get that's a masculine energy there too. Some advice for the feminine. My earth magic here. Winter solstice reflection. I get that you went through a lot of reflecting over this winter. I get that you don't need to go back. You do not need to go back. I get the winter reflection. You see yourself clearly. That you could have had a big epiphany during the winter solstice. This could have been something that happened a while ago or last summer or whatever. I get you spent a lot of time in reflection about this and your foundations and who you are, and I'd say stay strong in those foundations. I mean, don't let anybody... I get like the other day we had the lake stillness card for the feminines, and it was kind of like you can't see yourself clearly if the water is disturbed. And then I get the energy of like now it's frozen over. It's like what you could walk across it and you're not going to cause a ripple. My reflection will remain the same. You can't change my reflection by projecting. Makes sense? Stay true to who you are. Don't let people project their negative energy onto you. Don't be toxic like me. Don't lean into the rumors. Don't create more. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's not a good idea. I have my own little petty fun. You guys don't have to do that. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'm going to be back as soon as I can, I promise.